Oh, the music stopped.
It stopped. It stopped.
We were boogieing to the music.
Yeah.
Let's play it again. Come on, right, here we go.
Dad dancing on ITV1. Oh, wow.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Shop on TV with me, Rob Lock.
With you.
And this is Marc Rise with us.
With us. Yes,
Hello.
indeed. Hello. How are you
How
doing?
are you, darling?
Yes, I'm terribly well.
Jolly
terribly well.
I've got a spot.
Oh, I can't see it because you've got a beard. It's all good.
It's a bit dirty.
Shall I tell you something that I've never done before on this show?
Sure.
Look at this.
Oh, this is exciting.
Hey, I love it.
Terrible.
And do you know what? If you've made a bit of a mess for breakfast, but look now, the Tower Aquajet Spot Cleaner. Watch this.
Wow!
And look, I'm just cleaning up after it as well. And if that's not enough, Rob, I'm going to prove to you it's completely dry. Look at that. There. Look at that. That's from my fingers.
In amazement.
There. Look at that. Absolutely amazing.
Mark, can I just say hello to my friend? I've got a friend over here. He's from abroad. TikTok. Hello, TikTok.
Hello, TikTok.
Hello. Yes, Shop on Sam or Shop on TV Live if you want to join us on TikTok. Or YouTube as well, Shop on TV Live. Or our social media, Shop on TV Live. So this is the Tower Spot Cleaner. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's twin tanks, so the dirty water never meets the clean water or vice versa. Yep. And it's wonderful for upholstery, hard surfaces. I mean, it's an old scrubber otherwise, isn't it? If that's the old-fashioned way of doing it, this is the new modern way.
What I just showed you is great for doing floors, but it's also great for doing windows. But it also does carpets really brilliantly. Yep. Have a look. I've got a pretty grubby carpet here.
Yes.
And the grubby carpet, you know, we've all got areas in our house which have got grubby carpet. Let me switch it on and just show you. Because here, spray a little bit of the solution and then watch this.
So there's a little trigger that sprays out the solution.
Putting the solution on. And look at that.
Now, if you have fabric upholstery... Yep. This is essential, plus it's portable, because I'm never going to get fabric upholstery again, because I wear hairspray, and over the sort of 3 or 4 or 5 years, 6, 7 years...
sticky, doesn't it?
It's got a bit sticky, and I need one of these in order to...
Totally. Yeah. And what I love about it is... this is great. I've just used a little warm water. Yep. So not hot water, but warm water. Yes. And I've used just a little bit of detergent in there. Yeah. You can use your favourite detergent, whatever you choose.
But Tower have one, don't
Tower do have one, but you can use your favourite. It doesn't have to be the Tower one that you use in it, but it is a good recommended one. To be able to get all of the spots off your upholstery. Car seats get really grubby, especially if you've got kids. Car seats get really grubby, so you can do all of your car interior with this as well.
Maybe if you're selling your car, you can spruce it up.
Absolutely.
But also in the boot, where you've got that sort of slightly carpeted.
And do you know what? It's got 6 metres of cable. Oh. So you can go from wherever your nearest cable is all the way out to the car.
12-metre diameter.
Absolutely, very much so. And by the way, if you're thinking, hang on, you said windows.
Yeah, what'd you get with this, Mark?
Well, look, so you've got the little brush, which is just here.
Yeah.
You've got the big brush, so you can do larger areas, and of course that's got brushes on there, so you can agitate the carpet there as well. Here is the self-cleaning tool. I'll explain that in a moment because that's really clever. Okay. And you've also got the window vac and the squeegee because that's also vacuums it, but. Have a look at this because
so how'd you get up high?
Well, look, it has a 79 centimetre tube.
That's 2 sections.
There. 2 sections, so you can have it in 1 or 2.
So you could do your tiles in your bathroom. If
you absolutely can.
Floor,
and if you've got a wet
walls,
room, absolutely, you certainly can. Like a shower room where you've got no walls, it just wets the whole room. A room that's wet. Yeah, basically. So it's really easy.
Should we show this on a window?
Yeah, I did a window outside.
You did?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh no, this is the window inside.
It's inside, yes.
I've also got a window outside to show you later.
Fabulous.
This is the self-cleaning tool. This is really clever, because you spray the water and it goes all the way down the tube and it cleans the tube. And what I love the idea about this is you never put it away in the cupboard dirty.
Right.
Because if you put it away dirty and you get it out a month later or a week later, it might start smelling a bit because the bacteria is still in the tube. But this way, all of the dirty water is there and you've cleaned out the dirty water and you just rinse that out when you finish using it. So it's really clever.
And because it is so portable, what's the weight of it without the solution?
Do you know what? Not very heavy at all. It's about 1.5 kilos without any solution in
and
there.
And how much solution in each?
So you've got 1.5 litres in the clean water tank.
Yeah.
And 0.8 litres in the dirty water tank.
So that's probably 3 kilos if it's full.
Exactly.
Like that.
I'm going to leave the dirty water just to get higher and higher during the show, so that you can see what happens when it gets to the point, because it's an auto cut-off system as well.
Right.
So you can't go wrong. You can't overdo it so it suddenly starts squirting dirty water everywhere.
That would
that would be really bad.
It is, of course, on our website, shopontv.co.uk, as are many other things. And all you have to do is go to the live section. When you get to the homepage, you can't miss it. There's a big graphic that says live. We have a smorgasbord of tower tonight. We have the Tower VL80. We've got the Cavalletta mini tower fan, very swish, comes in 2 colours. So you've either got the black or the grey, but you get that wonderful gold tone. It's 3 settings. It's got a 90-minute timer on it.
I could have done that last night, Rob.
It's really
Whoa,
nice.
isn't it hot?
I
reckon that people will be staying up tonight just because it's so hot they can't sleep.
They're probably watching us right now because they literally have no choice.
Yeah.
I find that's the only way I make friends. When I have absolutely no choice. And by the way, if you want to message us, there is the message box live on our website. Now, we can't reply to that, but we can get your messages and we can even put them on the screen. So if you want to shout out, if you want to ask us a question, you can use that method, or if you actually do require a response, or if you just prefer to do it with email, you can email studio@shopontv.co.uk. That's, I believe, about to come up on the screen as well. And that's the point of us being live on ITV1 and STV, that we can answer your questions. You can know with confidence what you're buying, and you can be sure that it is exactly what you want and need in your own home.
Yes.
We're going to show you the VL80 later. I'll show you the fans. We've got so much good stuff. But the key, the hero, tonight is this incredible spot cleaner. Now, again, if you have a spill, it's so worthwhile, isn't it, Mark?
Absolutely.
Having a wet vac in your home. Most people don't. You have a spill. Now, when my son flooded the kitchen, the miracle chamois saved his bacon. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But this would have been extremely
Do you know what?
useful
If you've got a leaking washing machine, if you've got a leaking dishwasher, if you've just been
defrosting the fridge,
absolutely, if you've been too overzealous with the washing up water and it's got all over the
get
floor,
out the shower in a hurry.
Here's the outside window, and look at this. This is the outside of the studio, and I have to say, I was so impressed doing this. And we recorded this first time. That's bird poo.
Oh,
gone, just like that. Absolutely amazing.
Streak-free, but also because it's got suction.
Yes.
Normal squeegees.
Exactly right.
Whatever they're called, don't
just takes
suction.
it to the bottom and it kind of drips away. This actually sucks the water off.
Sucks the water off.
Indeed, absolutely.
Now, okay, Mark. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to show us as many demonstrations as you can in the space of 19 minutes.
Okay, well, oh dear. I've put do you know what?
You did that deliberately.
I did do that deliberately. Red wine is, it's a devil to get off red wine. And normally you would run and you would get the paper towel, or you would get, some people say put white wine on top of it, and that just dilutes it and wastes wine, doesn't it?
That's just crazy.
Yeah, exactly right. So what I'm going to do is just show you how easy it is to get off, because spray it with a little solution and then go for it.
Oh, it's gone!
Look at that. You can see it going up the tube. Now look at that. So you have got a brilliant way of being able to get anything off at all.
But you've saved a potential disaster financially as well, if you have to replace the car.
Well, quite. What happens if the dog has a little... Oh
dear.
You know what?
Is that an analogue for doggy wee?
That is an analogue for doggy wee. Right. Exactly. Yes, exactly.
Tropicana.
So because
other analogue wee wees are
indeed. Now look. Before I spray any, you can see the juice going up. And because it's 450 watts of suction power, it actually sucks all of the liquid away. I'm going to spray a little bit on, and you can see it comes out there like so. And then, look at this. If you've got carpet cleaning solution in, great. If you've just used water, that's not a problem at all. And because it's 450 watts, you have got a really clean spot. Now I realise the whole of the rest of the carpet is dirty, and that's the only problem, you know.
Well,
if you've got a little one and the rest of your carpet's dirty, but you have got the larger
one as well. But
tool
look,
as
we're
well.
not saying that this is something you do your whole carpet.
No, exactly right.
It's not a small version of a big carpet cleaner.
Absolutely, very much
Essentially,
so.
it's for those spot jobs and for upholstery and things like that.
Yeah.
Pet beds, all that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
You're saving £110 from the recommended retail price, and PayPal it's just £32.31. £32.31 times 3, paid off by August. So yeah, just select PayPal at checkout if you want to use that. And also £6.95 P&P. The first £4.95 is capped. So you only pay that once. So if you're going to go and buy other things on, and
indeed,
essentially you're not having to pay that first £4.95 over and over and over.
Brilliant,
again.
brilliant.
So you save money on the postage too.
Do you know what? Tower's been around since 1912.
Right.
So they've been around a long, long time.
Yeah. Remember when they started?
It's a British. I'm not surprised. It's a British brand as well. So started in Wolverhampton.
Ah.
So look at this. If you don't want to be spilling milk, because if you leave that, or you just now look, I can get a bit of that up, but like your paper towel is ruined at that point, so you don't really want to do that.
I'm a bit upset about that.
Oh,
but
go on.
There's no point crying over.
Oh, dear, oh dear. So now, look, you can see the milk come up. And you need to get the milk up, because otherwise, you're absolutely right, after a few days it will just stink. So I'm just going to spray a bit of solution on there and just make sure it's all come up. Now, look at this. I am not saying that that's going to be completely dry. I am saying that within an hour that will be completely dry, especially in this heat, absolutely. On the hard surfaces, it sucks it all up straight away and it will dry it as well. On windows, streak-free, which is really good too.
And
but
mirrors,
exactly,
tiles.
But on cars or on upholstery or carpets, it'll probably take about an hour to dry. Now, only an hour, as opposed to some people will have used carpet cleaning machines that take 4 days to dry.
Well, did I tell you the story of when my first flat in Kew, and I spent a lot of money on a very swish sofa, and it had reached that point where it was cream and green stripes. Ooh. And I got somebody, a professional from the paper, as it was in those days,
absolutely.
to come round. He showed up with a bucket and a brush, and he soaked my entire.
Oh no!
Charged me £200, left. It took days and he didn't even clean it properly.
Whoa.
So this really is a great way to keep your home looking spick and span, and it's one of those machines that generally is lacking in every household. You know, you have a vacuum to get up all the dust up and what have you. You have a mop maybe for your floors and things like that. But when it comes to soft furnishings and such, generally speaking, most people don't, in my experience anyway, don't have a wet vac or a spot vac in their home.
True.
This for $89.99. You'll use it all the time. As I say, I love the fact that instead of using a cloth on a worktop like this, I'd spray some disinfectant down, and then it's dry and it's.
But equally, you don't need to spray the disinfectant because your carpet cleaning solution is in there anyway. You can use whatever solution you want.
No, that's what I meant.
So it's cleaned it all.
Yeah.
Let me just show you, because I want to show you the cleaning section. So let me just show you a little bit. I'll use red wine simply because you can see it in the tube more easily. You can have a go at this bit. Let me get the squeegee section.
That's a bit long. I love the fact also that all the attachments, they everything connects very well.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
I just pull it across.
You just pull it across.
Oh, you can feel the suction kick in. Oh, and it's.
If you press the trigger, it will spray for you. So press the little. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, there we are.
Then you can.
Oh.
Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, it's so easy. As you touch it down, you can feel the suction.
Yep.
I oversprayed that a bit.
You did overspray it.
But it doesn't matter because, it's still spraying, that's why.
Yes, you're still holding it down.
Oh,
so
sorry.
You were holding it down, so it's all good.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought something was going on there.
Do not fret, exactly.
No, okay, fine.
So, all right,
I ruined that.
That is quite funny though. Let's just
That's
add a little
like
bit drier. There you go.
I was like, hang on, it's still wet. That's because I was still spraying the spray.
Spraying it. There we go.
Always get a professional. No, I mean, look.
There you go.
There we are.
Nice dry surface now.
Bone dry. I haven't got a piece of. It's totally dry.
Except the point of that demonstration was to leave the red wine in the tube. So I'm just going to show you again, just for a second.
I really messed that up, didn't I? Totally ruined it for you.
Don't fret, Rob. It's all good.
I'm not.
It's all good.
I'm not looking for praise.
Now here's the thing. Now, do you want to?
Certainly don't get it round here.
Do you want to? Well, Rob.
Just kidding.
Rob. Do you want to know how I would do it to make the point even harder?
Sure.
Have a look. So you went and just got rid of the stain all in one go. I like to do it half and half because that shows you exactly.
Wow.
There, look at that. Exactly how you can do it.
It's like a scalpel.
Now, if you take a look at my tube has got red wine in it now.
Yeah.
And if you were to put that away in the cupboard, that would begin to sting.
Yeah, it would.
All right, so what I'm going to do is just change
where you're going with this.
over to the self-cleaning
You had this all
tool.
planned, didn't you?
We did. Yeah. Don't worry, it nearly worked. Switch the machine on, and then you can see the water going into, there you go, into the tube. And all the way down the tube, it's cleaning up. There you go.
It's self-cleaning.
It is self-cleaning, and then just let it take the rest of the water like so. Oh, did you?
I heard a sound change.
I heard a sound change as well. That means the dirty water tank is now full.
Oh.
Look at this. So have a look at this.
Right.
So now this has reached its 0.8 litres. It's 800 millilitres.
Yeah, yeah.
And now, if I just show you, now all of that dirt is in there. But can you see why it stops? Because this, it's a floating tube. Right. And so that actually literally cuts it off. It's a floating valve for you.
Yeah.
Now, I was told by Sam, our floor manager, that I
there.
could pour this down our sink because it's a real sink.
Of course it is. Only the best for you. Yeah.
But we did actually go, you can actually just pour it down the toilet if you want to.
Yes.
And this is a great way
like
to do
this.
it. And that's a great way to do it. Oh, that's a bit yellowy, that water, isn't it? It's like, dread to think.
Dehydrated.
Yeah, very. So you can tip it down the loo, or as well we
Go tip it down the sink if you want.
might as well.
There's nothing to be scared of. It's just a sink.
All right then.
He's going for it.
I'm going to wait until you can see. There we go.
Oh no, wait, not that sink.
Too late. Too late. And I'm just going to give it a quick rinse before I put it back in the machine. And there we go. Simple. It is ready to put back in to get more dirty water up just like that. Easy.
Amazing. It is a fantastic bit of kit. It really is. I'm going to show you this over here. It's you get all these attachments. Obviously, you have the machine itself. So you've got the two tanks. You've got the dirty tank and you've got the clean tank. And again, they never... That was a bit Ricky Gervais, wasn't it? They never meet. So you're never ever cleaning with dirty water. You've got a nice long hose, which is how long, Mark?
The hose is
it's very long.
Just over a metre.
Just over a metre long. Then you have your window or your squeegee attachment. You have your large head, you have your small head, and then you've got your two extension tubes so you can get up high, you can get down low. Comes in this beautiful gift box as well. Powerful 450 watt suction that's going to tackle dirt and spills on carpets, hard floors, stairs, upholstery and car interiors. The dual water tanks I mentioned, 1.5 litres, excuse me, for the clean, and you can use whatever solution in there you like. Even use your Blue Magic if you want to. And 8 litres, 0.8 litres, excuse me, of dirty water. You get the window cleaning attachment and the 79 centimetre extension pole, and that's broken into two, so you don't have to go, full length if you don't need to. You can adjust it accordingly per your needs. Compact, lightweight and portable. The extra long 6 metre power cable that gives you a radius of 6 metres or a diameter of 12 metres. That's a big room without having to plug and replug, right?
Sorry, I didn't realise you were a maths teacher.
I sure am, boy. I love don't get me started on trigonometry. Plus you have a 3-year guarantee. Now you have to register that online at Tower's website. It is free to do so. All the instructions are on the little guarantee card. Now, ladies and gentlemen, apparently I've got to do jazz hands. It's £199.99 worth of kit for just £89.99. And 10% has gone already. 10% has gone already. 10%, Rob, has already gone. That basically means it's selling very quickly. Get yours. Say, my producer just gave me an interesting instruction. Apparently I'm going to tickle my fan. See?
Oh, nice.
Tickle my fan. See? It's hot outside. There's no kind of atmosphere. We're all alone, more or less. Can't sing any more than that. This is 40 inches.
I loved Red Dwarf.
It's one of my favourite shows in the entire wide world. Craig Charles lives not that far away from here, by the way. Yeah, I tried to get him on my talk show, but he was busy. I love this. This is the Tower Cavaletto. You know what that means in Italian, right?
No.
No, I don't either. 14 inches. Did I say 40? I meant 14. I'm not very good with inches. What could I tell you? Now look at the price, $59.99. It's tumbled down. It's gone all the way downhill, the pricing hill, to just $24.99. So if I may just show you, it means easel. Oh, like an artist's easel. So I'm going to show you. This is a strange way to hold a fan. It can also, of course, mean a little horse, but I think in this case it's an easel. So you have your off button. What turns it on is which one of the 3 power settings you select, and then you can turn it off. This is your oscillation. If you press it down, it will turn the oscillation on, so it will move from side to side. If you then press it again, it will turn the oscillation off, and it will stop where in its place. And then you have, excuse me, do you know what? I second guessed myself. When I said 90 minutes, I thought I was wrong. Turns out I was absolutely wrong, because it's I thought it was actually, it's 120, it's 2 hours. It's a 2-hour timer. So if I'm going to put this back down. If, for example, you're using this at night and you don't want the fan on all through the night, you can set it to turn off after a certain period of time. Although, I've got to say, right, one of the great things about fans, there are extra features you get with a fan. There's one that almost sort of comes free, which is that you get white noise from a fan. That constant fan noise can actually help you sleep. Yeah. You know? So, and if you watch it on TikTok, you could go to ITV1 and see us on telly. You can see, you're seeing us being, I'm talking to TikTok now, seeing us being filmed as we go live on ITV1 and STV. But also if you go to shopontv.co.uk, you can actually buy one of these. Because I'm talking to TikTok. TikTok's just over there, you see. I'm all inclusive. Now, Martha has just very politely asked if we can show you a few more things. Absolutely, Martha. This is a Rob special. I specifically went to our buyer and I said, buyer, or as we like to call her, Maria, please can we, buyer? Yeah. Please can we have a really good, she doesn't talk like that. Please can we have a really good price on this? And she said, sure you can. So now ignore the $299.99. That's the recommended retail price. That's what basically Tower that they would normally sell this at if it was full price. But look, nobody ever does. So ignore that. However, we did sell it for $129.99 when we launched it, and we've had it on the air twice. So we've taken £25 off. We have literally slashed our margins because presenter Rob, decided that that's what he wanted to do. I've got a sign around here somewhere. Rich, do you know what happened to my sign? Any ideas where that went? I want you to find that because that's my special sign from Unlocked. I need that back. But anyway, we did it my way, essentially, and we got you this price. But how does that compare to the rest of the market? Because you might think, well, Rob, it's all very well having a good price just because you think it's a good price, but how is it compared to, say, Argos and Amazon and Freeman's and all those other places? Well, it just so happens that our price is flanging brilliant. Because look at Tower's own website, it's £119. It's changed ever so slightly. Oh, we've lost one. Can we show it? Can we just have a look at it? Where did the 5th one go then? What happened to, there was 5 on there last night. One changed, apparently. Oh, well. But anyway, so Argos dropped their price a little bit. So they're all about £119, £120. It was also £119 on Amazon and also at Freeman's as well, I believe. So you are getting an absolute bumper price. It's dual baskets, but they're stacked on top of each other, so they save an enormous amount of space on your worktop. 5.5 litres per basket. You could get a whole chicken in there, quite a good size one too. But they also have, each basket has a trivet. In fact, technically it has 2 trivets. So you can actually cook 2 different types of food per basket. Very quick, energy saving, And also, you don't need to use any added oil if you don't want to. But you're going to save about 35% of the space on your worktop. It's about the width of just a single toaster. It's about 46 centimetres deep, which is about standard for an air fryer. And but the widthwise, it's only 26 centimetres. So if space has been a problem for you and you don't want to have a single air fryer, which is the only option for those who are space poor, now it's not the only option anymore. Now you can have a dual stacking air fryer, and you can have them the food finish at the same time if you're doing all the same temperature all the same time, or if you're doing different times, different temperatures, you can have it smart finish, so everything finishes cooking at the same time. So you can do whole meals in there if you want, for you, your friends, your family, your loved ones, even your enemies. Just don't cook the food very well. Now, what's behind me? Here, ladies and gentlemen, we have some pans. These are the Smart Start pans. These are also Rob's pick. They are brilliant at $74.99. They are anodized aluminium. Yes, which is very, very strong. But it's lightweight. So unlike cast iron, which is heavy, these have sort of the strength and the sturdiness. The strength and the sturdiness. That sounded like a word, sturdity.
I
I like sturdity.
Yeah.
Oh, and they've also got this great thing in the frying pans, because you get 2 frying pans. All the pans are 15 times stronger than non-stick compared to regular non-stick, 6 layers. But on the frying pans, you've got this little tick mark, which when it's red, it means the pan's cold or cool. And when it reaches 200 degrees, it goes sort of like a dull red, and that's how you know that everything's ready to go. Frying pan, frying pan, frying pan, frying pan. So you actually get a milk pan, 2 saucepans with lids, and 2 frying pans. However, not only are they just frying pans for any and every type of hob, so you can do, let's think, what types of hob are there? Electric, gas, halogen, is that the one?
Yes.
Yeah, and ceramic. But they have an inducto bonded bottom. Who doesn't these days? So they are absolutely, totally geared towards using on induction hobs, and you get very, very even heating. But you could use these on Arga, Rayburn. I mean, basically, you could put them on the campfire if you like. That non-stick, you're not going to stick anything to that, I don't think. I really don't think you are. So, yeah, get yourself a set of those. They also have, by the way, riveted handles. I was talking to the handles earlier, and they were riveted. And you've also got a little hangy hole too. Amazing stuff, $74.99. And one more thing to show you. And that is, yes, the Tower VL80 Pets cordless 3-in-1 with the flexi pole. Yes, I call it the camel's knee. It bends in the middle, and so you can get underneath all manner of, like under your bed, under your sofa, and so on and so forth. It has HEPA filtration, high efficiency particulate air. People are debating my nomenclature for the joint in the centre, because camels' knees, their back legs, they bend in the way that and in fact all animals do.
Like cows.
Like cows,
Yeah.
and dogs,
Yeah.
and horses.
Did you know a cow could go upstairs, but it can't come back down again?
I did know that, yeah. Did you know? Well, elephants, they have 4 knees that all go the same way.
Really?
They do, yeah. They don't have the regular.
How weird. I've ridden an elephant.
Have you?
Yeah.
Took it around the track, did you?
I thought I'm having to sit down because I've made a bit of a mess on the chair.
Oh,
And I
really?
thought I'd better clean it up
I see.
before it goes back to the kitchen.
Right. Okay. Good.
I've put a little spot on the chair, and I figure that we want to be able to clean it up, because otherwise we're going to get into trouble.
Oh, I thought I thought the mess was
No.
actually. Yeah.
Oh, no. On the arm.
Right.
Don't worry, Rob. Don't worry. Because we have the Tower spot cleaner with us as well, the AquaJet spot cleaner, and just
Now,
have
this is an actual studio
Yeah.
chair. So the owner of the studio will murder you if you don't
Exactly.
actually manage to get it off.
There we go. Now, that has sucked all of the excess liquid out, like so, and it will dry just like that. There we
Voila.
go. Stain gone.
Gone. Superb.
So that's all good. So we can
Yes.
we can happily put it back in the kitchen. It's all okay. Thank goodness.
If you have any questions for
Yeah.
Marc,
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't have to be about the product. Just generally ask him anything. But no, we want you to be happy.
Like my TikTok is @MarcRise1.
Is it Marc Rise 1? Yeah. So that means there's another Marc Rise in the world.
I've got also number 2 as well, but I don't use that one as much. I know.
My TikTok, all my social media is Rob Lock on TV. Rob Lock with an E.
That's good.
If I haven't made that clear. Rob Lock on TV.
How do you do
Rob Lock with an E, you see. Rob Lock with an E. You have to do it backwards. So the people at home, they see it right way around, you see.
Yeah.
It's all very complicated being a television personality, isn't it? Oh, now you've cracked it, mate.
I've cracked it. I didn't mean to crack it quite so messily as that, to be fair. But it's all good.
If you do get
I can get it up.
Sorry, I just talked right over you there. You go ahead.
No, I was just saying, I can get the egg up, it's all fine. It's all fine. Do not fret. It's not going to cook on there, though. Don't worry. It's not going to cook. So a little bit for breakfast as well. It's like... Just if you're making a mess, oops, I appear to have spilt the orange juice as well. Right. And if you're going, hang on a minute, there's nothing good. There's nothing good about what happened.
This is a Lock household, so you've missed one.
Oh, the wine.
Yeah.
The wine for breakfast.
Breakfast of champions.
Yeah, breakfast. Yeah. Always drink responsibly.
Yes.
But whether this is on the floor, we're doing it on the surface, but you have got the pole so you can actually do it on the floor there as well. That is not an issue at all.
Does that look like Marge Simpson?
It does a bit, actually. It does a bit. Yeah, quite. And now have a look, because with the Tower Aquajet Pro, we can literally get all of it up. Look at this. And they're just like that. And now I'm going to sanitize the surface by putting a little spray on there. And then we can get all of the excess liquid up as well. Just like that. Yeah. And it is as clean as anything. Now, because...
I think I pushed the trigger too hard earlier.
I think you did, and it kept it on, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the mistake.
Yes, do not fret. Do not fret.
No. I'm learning.
But that's dry.
Have you got any kitchen towel?
I have. There we go.
Just to show you.
Just to prove that it's dry.
May I have a little orange juice? I just want to show you, because you might have thought, well, we've got some special counter-drying equipment.
We haven't.
People are very sceptical, as we know. Right, are you ready? Marc, would you mind? Okay, are we ready with the shot? I don't know what shot we're doing it on. Here we go. Ready?
Hey!
See, certainly dry.
Nicely done. Nicely done. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, what do you think so far?
It's totally great.
Excellent.
Worst microphone ever. That's the thing. Let me show you.
Marc is an accomplished voiceover artist, and so he's used to having a mic pointing at his lips.
I am indeed, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's like, so we've also got here. I also do a podcast all about voiceover.
Do you?
Yeah. It's called How
Do you do a voiceover about voiceover?
Yeah. Basically. It's all good.
How do you say that?
How do you say that?
Go on then. Quick plug.
Here, look, it's on all good podcast platforms. How do you say that? New episode out today. Look at this. You can get all of the dirt. And look at how much dirt that's pulling up there. Because that is the big head. So let's keep cleaning this bit of carpet like so. Look at that. Wow. So you can get a great area done. And you can also scrub with the brush.
Yes.
Like so. Really, one more bit. There we go. Super. Now, if you've got a rug that's like maybe one of those Turkish carpet rugs, you will see all of those colours come back to life. Because in high traffic areas where you walk across it a lot, you'll be amazed at how much colour you lose in your carpet.
We should say if you buy a rug from Persia, for example,
Indeed.
or some faraway land, they're not always colour safe.
No,
so
that's true.
Do a little patch test.
Do a little patch test.
You don't want to suck up the actual pattern off your carpet. But anything sort of modern and Western will be colourful.
Also, if you're in any danger of thinking that the colour will run, just use cold water. Cold water, because that way, even if it's a woolen mix, you won't have any problem there, and you can test it with water first.
Can I ask you a question? In fact, may I have a little conversation with my audience? Thank you. So, quite seriously, are you a car enthusiast, or do you drive, but you like to keep your car really, really spanking clean? Or maybe it's a caravan, maybe it's your boat, something like that. Maybe it's your skidoo or your wave runner. But in all seriousness, I know a lot of people who every Sunday they're out doing the cars, waxing the cars, and this is the weather for it, isn't it? Let's be honest. If you have fabric seats in your vehicle, how do you normally do that? I mean, is it some sort of fabric shampoo? You know, it's, I imagine, quite a difficult thing to do manually. This is the solution for that. But also, everyone else that's watching, maybe if you don't drive, I cannot stress enough how important it is to have a wet vac in your home. And the reason is because you use liquids in your home, don't you? I've had spills in, I mean, I'm shrinking, but when I was larger still, I would, in the shower, occasionally knock the shower screen with my elbow and there'd be a crack. And all the shower water is all pouring through the crack. And I get out the shower and the floor is flooded. I've literally, a couple of times, almost slipped over and bashed my head. So what do you do with that? I mean, I walk away and just wait for it to dry, which can be hours. This, and if you mop your floors, that's the other thing, right? You can then dry them with this. They are, flat surfaces are instantly dry. So you can have a safer home, you can have a drier home, but also if you do have spills, if the washing machine overflows, or if the kids drop their orange juice or something like that, or you get startled by the doorbell and your pasta sauce goes everywhere, this is great. This is a really wonderful solution. But normally wet dry vacs, I had a wet dry vac, and it was from Vax actually, brilliant. And right back in the early days, and this was in the 90s, and they were huge. And then you also had to attach the hoses, and it took, you know, half an hour and a PhD to be able to transform it from being a dry vacuum into a wet vacuum. This is on hand, it's portable, it's lightweight, it's easy to use, and it really works well. I would, with this in my home, I would literally, after I've washed or after I've prepared all my food and things like that, I'd spray it down, or I'd actually, you could put any spray you want into the cleaning side of this. So you could put a disinfecting spray, or you could put an antibacterial solution in there if you want to. Spritz down all your surfaces. In the bathroom, spritz down all your tiles, and on your floors, if you've got hard floors, hardwood floors, if you've got tile floors, doesn't matter what sort of floors you've got, this is a great way to clean and then also dry instantly. Now on fabrics it will take a little longer to dry, but you're sucking most of the water out or the moisture out. But when it's your carpet that you're washing or shampooing or your upholstery, the carpet's particular, it's not just the carpet, is it? It's the underlay. And it's also, maybe you've got wood floors underneath, floorboards. So if you get that wet, you can be, you know, rotting your floorboards, water can be pouring into your electrics and all this kind of thing. That's never going to happen with this. So for $89.99, I bet you, certainly for car enthusiasts, I bet you spend more than that in maybe a month or certainly in a year on alternative ways of keeping your upholstery clean. And it's never going to be as effective as this, I don't think. So it's money well spent, and all around the home, it takes the faff and the effort out of doing a pretty sort of horrible menial job. And if you've got pets or kids, particularly pets, because you can use it on the pet beds, you know, you could, and particularly if pets urinate, which pets frequently do that, don't they? Because they mark their territory. You can remove not only the spot, you can deodorize, sanitize, and also prevent the animal from reoffending, because if you take the scent away, they tend to go back, then you go back to the same place because they've marked it, right? If you do need some detergent, by the way, we actually have Tower's recommended detergent. You don't have to use this, but you can. It's a big old bottle as well. £19.99.
This is also pet approved. So
is it?
So if the pets do urinate, this actually gets rid of the smell completely, so it stops them remarking the territory. That's one of the really good things about the Tower solution here.
That's a 20 times concentrated formula.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Effortless clean, pet approved, as Mark was just saying, and suits all carpet washers. Now, Mark, before we move on, can I talk to you about bodily fluids?
You can.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, you know, if you do have a scenario where bodily fluids are often being expressed, so look, if your child wets the bed, this will suck up all of the excess pee. If you have somebody who is bedridden and maybe they have accidents and things like that, but if somebody is sick, then this is absolutely perfect for that as well.
Well, I would say clear up the lump.
Clear up the
first.
the diced carrots. Get rid of those first, but for the remainder, yeah. So really, and also if there's an accident and there's blood, so all of those types of
absolutely
fluids can all be catered for by this, but always use cold water with blood. Apparently.
Okay.
Don't know why. Because it coagulates it otherwise. Apparently, if you use hot water.
Well, same with eggs, though, of course.
Very good.
You always use cold water when you rinse eggs as well.
Now, we are very excited. Sunday into Monday. This Sunday into Monday, the Beast is coming. Oh, that was...
Wow, we are so excited.
We certainly are. We've got a brand new product coming up for you on Monday the 23rd. It's the Beast.
It is the Beast. It's not Joe. It is the Beast. Tell us about it, Joe.
It's the most incredible personal blender. Unrivaled power, 850 watts. You get a range of beakers and accessories with it. But this is all about making nutrition more easy, more accessible, and more importantly, Hayley, more delicious.
Ooh. And it looks super, super smooth.
Make sure you join us just after midnight for the smoothest of smoothies with the Beast. We'll see you there.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm going to be there as well. Yeah, definitely. Can't wait. The Beast, there are 3 beasts actually. There's a baby beast, a mama beast, and a daddy beast. And for some reason I'm talking to a nozzle from a carpet cleaner.
Nice.
Oh, you know, whatever makes you happy, I suppose. Why are you over there?
Well, we don't have a real window here in the studio that I can use.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, no, you're not telling me that's...
There's no actual glass in it. I tried. There's no actual glass in it. The magic of television.
Yeah.
It's like, but we do have an oven door which is glass. So if we move the fan out of the way, I can just show you how you
Sorry,
can
my
actually...
fans are always getting in the way.
How you can actually clean water, like so. And so I can spray, look, and then literally...
Woo!
Let me do that again for you. So, spray. Look at that. Now, I'm not suggesting that you do it on your microwave at home, but just to give you an example that all flat surfaces like windows and everything else, it can do that really easily. So you've got no issue there, but also floors as well. So with the tool, you can do the floor as well. So if you've got a washing machine that's leaked or you've spilt something on the floor, it will get that up off the floor and you're not having to bend down.
Lino worked really well on lino, but
absolutely,
because it would suck out the
tile
water from the grouting.
Right. Yeah, very much. Just like so, this is the kitchen side. But as I say, you can use it across all areas in the kitchen, and that's what's so nice about this. I think.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just going to say, because you're sanitising the surface as well, which is really good. Here on the floor, you can see that even on carpet tiles, which we've got on the floor here, just to spray, so if you've spilt something, and then outside with the windows, this is what is really impressive for me.
Yeah.
Because outside with the windows, it will do it so well and so easily. This is bird poo on the window, and look, just like that, it goes and gets it brilliantly.
Would you work on your car paintwork?
I wouldn't actually use it on your car paintwork, to be honest. If you're squeegeeing off, yes, but I wouldn't use the brushes on it.
No.
I mean, okay. Oh, yeah, the squeegee, yes. But for your car windows and stuff, that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Dry it off.
Yes, absolutely.
It's been raining.
Don't be using the brushes, though.
Don't use the brush. That would be silly.
If it gets really dirty and you have sucked up something that is not very nice, for instance, like the bodily fluids you were just talking about, and it's a little bit grubby in this section, as you can see it is there, what you can do is you can simply pop that off and rinse it.
Lovely.
So simply pop it under the tap and then you can pop it all back really easily and then it just clips back into place.
They thought of everything.
It's easy. Yes, they really have.
Yeah,
they really have.
Right, we're going to move on to the vac. Are you ready for some vacking?
I am ready for some vacking.
Excellent. I have no idea how we're going to get there, but we'll find out in a moment.
No idea.
Someone will tell us. We've got a great website, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, that's how you order from us at shopontv.co.uk. You can use the phone as well, 0333 241 241. But
even at this time?
Even at this time, there are operators standing by. Shall we mosey, Mark?
Indeed, let's mosey.
Well, after the fine folks have a lovely little look at this video. Yeah, this is this is what's coming up. Anti-tangle technology, ladies and gentlemen. This is it's one of our best-selling vacuums, actually, with very good reason, because it's good. In fact, it's not just good; it's really good.
Absolutely.
And we've got £45 off. Now, something we need to immediately tell you is that the head you're seeing in this video is not
changed.
the head you're going to get. It's changed.
You get a better head.
A better head.
20% bigger.
It's the difference between you and me. My head's wider.
Is that what it is? Is your head 20% bigger than mine?
It's 20% bigger.
I'm impressed.
I can tell because I have trouble wearing hats. I do. I really
Just get
do.
a bigger hat, surely.
No. Well, hats, yes, but helmets, as it turns out, not so much.
Interesting.
I once went go-karting, and they didn't have a helmet, even their largest helmet. They had to take the foam out. Bash it on my head.
Last Saturday, I went to Troop in the Colour. So I saw the King and Queen. Down the Mall.
Lovely.
And there were lots of people in top hats and lots of people in bowler hats in London last weekend. Yeah.
Bowler hats.
I know.
I used to wear those. Hats were a thing, weren't they?
They were.
3-in-1 performance vacuum cleaner, motorised anti-tangle floor head, 29.6 volt lithium ion rechargeable battery, detachable handle, flexi pole to get down low, and also it is very lightweight and portable. $94.99 is the price.
Oh yeah.
We have repositioned from the kitchen to the, what would you call this?
The lounge diner area.
The lounge.
The living area.
The living area. The loft.
The knock through.
The knock. Knock through.
When this wall goes, it'll be a knock through, won't it?
It is going to be. It's going, yeah.
So I hear.
It's going to all become one
lovely
flowing space.
Now, let me show you. This is a double HEPA filtration on this vacuum cleaner, which is good. So it's got the big HEPA filter on the inside, but look, it's also got a little HEPA filter at the top there. So anything it doesn't get, and that means it will get 99.95% of all the horrible particles down to 0.3 microns, so teeny tiny. Yeah, do you know, if you suffer from allergies and things like that, down to 0.3 microns, really important. That's the point. Right, let me just switch it on for you and let me show you, because this gives you all of the power that you want. Now, I'm not on turbo power there, and look, it has got every single bit up really
low power.
That's low power. I'm just going to stay on low power. Some things obviously need slightly more power. But look, this is pet bedding. So if your cat chucks the cat litter out everywhere, or your rabbit chucks it all over I used to have a guinea pig that used to chuck it all over the floor, basically.
Doesn't sound. Sorry, I'm not sitting on the dirty chair. It doesn't sound powerful enough to be doing what it's doing.
And yet it is, and that's the beautiful thing, Rob. And so this is that's on hard floor there for you. But look, we can also go over to carpet really easily.
Yes.
Oh, and by the way, you remember we were talking about the little camel
knee,
leg, the join. Look at this, you just push the button and then it goes down, so you can go underneath tables or bookcases. You can go around the corner just like that.
Yeah.
Look at that. And so that means you can get underneath really easy. Now on carpet, I'm just going to lock it back into position like so. Now look, on the higher power, you just push the button like so.
Oh.
And you hear the difference.
Flower taxi takeoff now.
We have got, now this does it's really good for the pile of your carpet, this, because what you're doing is you are brushing the pile of the carpet all the time, and that's good. And so that is great for your carpet because it's getting all of the dirt and dust that's been trodden in out from underneath your carpet. Absolutely brilliant.
Because it is a motorised head, isn't it?
It's a motorised head, and that literally means that it's not just the suction that is taking that up, it is also motoring here as well. And what I love about it is it's a 20% bigger floor head, which means it takes 20% less time to clean your floor.
Now, isn't there something quite special about the head as well? Well, sorry, not the head. Is the brush even the right word?
Yeah, well, the thing is, there are two different brushes within there. So 3 chevrons, 2 of which are hard bristle brushes, and 1 is a soft brush to be able to get everything else up.
We'll show you that later. Yeah.
You can see.
And what if you need to take it out and clean it?
Well, that's quite easy. Let me just take the end off like so, and pop this bit down.
Take the end off.
Indeed. Now look here. Underneath, all you do is you pull this little tab back like so, that little tab there, this comes out like so, and then look, you can take it out, and that means if you've got any nasty bits of hair that have wrapped around it, the anti-tangle technology, there's a little comb.
There are combs.
There's a little comb. Can you see the little comb on the inside? So that will actually comb all of the hair out and then take it up the suction tube.
Up the spout.
which is really clever. And then you
can
simply
see
pop that back in.
because just a full roller. That's when things start flicking all over the place, isn't it?
Exactly.
But this is it's a special design that sort of it's drawing the dirt in. You've got strips of fabric on the sides that kind of stop it from escaping out the portholes.
But Rob, it's now a handheld.
Oh, look at that!
It's now a handheld. So
hold on a flanging minute.
Yeah, flanging minute.
Now, wait a minute. Here is they call this the pet head or the upholstery head.
You want to do that one next?
Well, no,
that's
fine. I'm just making a point. That's normally £50.
Yes, it is. Yes.
And look, it's got a little thingy on it. It's called a doobry. Yeah, so that you maintain suction because you always.
I think it's called an angular plate, actually.
Is that right?
Yeah, as opposed to a doobry, but I prefer doobry.
That doesn't sound right. So that's normally an extra.
Yes.
That is also there's a motor in there. We include that for no additional cost. So for $94.99. But if you go price these things out, they may still have it on the Tower website. As a
do you want to see how good that is?
Sure.
Go on.
Do what you were going to do. I don't want to.
Oh, all right.
What you were going to do.
I was just going to show you on the keyboard here. It's like can
I just interrupt?
Oh yes, of course you can.
Yes. Thanks, carry on.
I've had a porridge explosion on my keyboard.
No.
I know. But it could be body ash, dust. I know. This could be your it could be your sofa, it could be your car seats, it could be anything to be able to get all of that up, and you can do your kitchen side. It could be your toaster.
If you've got a laptop.
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaker grills.
Oh yeah, all of that.
If you have a MacBook, don't use suction on your speaker grills because there are actually little black tabs in there and they get sucked up.
Oh, I didn't realise that. That's interesting.
Yeah. I didn't sit on the dirt on the dirty chair. I just sat on perched on the edge.
Now look at this. On the head of the little tool that you've got here, you can pull that back and you've got a straight edge tool, or you can simply put the brush in there as well and you can have the brush there too. You've also got a separate longer crevice tube as well.
I see.
Do you see the little holes in the crevice tube?
For?
That basically means the airflow continues. So if you're sticking it down the side of your sofa, you
Why has it got a little thingy chiseled out?
A little thingy chiseled out. It's just so it fits down the edge well.
Oh.
Yes, I know. They've thought about absolutely everything.
They really have.
That you also get.
The dock.
This is the dock that you can put the individual tools in. So one up and one down. There we go. Yes.
Excuse
and
me.
Wait.
Oh, blah, that's torn it.
Oh dear. One job, Rob. One job.
Yeah. One job, Rob. That's me.
One job, Rob. That's it. And
if I'm not careful, it'll be no job, Rob.
Look, and then
I thought that was going to happen last week anyway. So
this way round, you can simply put the dock in. So if it's on the wall, you can pop the vacuum cleaner in.
But Marc, can you remove it for a moment?
Indeed.
You'll notice there are metal contacts right there. So you can plug it in there instead of in there.
Indeed.
And it becomes a permanent solution for your charging.
Like so, and now it is on charge.
Yes.
Isn't that clever? So you can do that
Is there
very,
a battery
very easily.
Indicator?
There is, yes, but it's on the inside of the battery.
And can you remove the battery?
You can remove the battery. It's very easy. There's a little button there, and you simply pull the battery.
So if you don't have a lot of space, and
you can just take it to the kitchen.
Yep.
No problem there at all. So very, very easy.
Super.
Let's show you how powerful the pet brush is.
Where are you going now?
On the chair. So do you want to yes, there on the chair. The hair on the chair.
There on the chair.
There on the chair.
Because I want to sit down and because my
well, I don't want you to sit down on a dirty chair.
Well, I don't want to sit down on a dirty chair either.
This is actual real human hair.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I went for human hair rather than.
Marc goes round to all of the hair salons in his area.
It was the Turkish barber in Bicester, I have to say, and they gave it to me for free.
Well, what would they charge you normally?
Well, do you know? Well, I had to explain to them what I was doing, why I wanted
Excuse
it.
Me,
they looked at me like I was some weirdo. So here, let me switch it on and show you, because this tool, as you can see, is a powered brush tool. So switching it on, switching it off, it's a powered brush tool, so it's very, very easy to be able to show you that. That gives you the power. And then if I come in, I'm kind of at the wrong angle, but I'll try and
Well, do you want to swap with me?
No, there we go.
You've got your, what did you call it, angular plate?
My angular plate in
Always trust the angular plate.
Always trust, or the doobry, as you like to call it. And now, even if you've got a black dog, like a big black Labrador, like my friend has got with Lily, the black Labrador, and there is literally hair everywhere. But with a pet tool like this, you can get it up no problem at all. And I love the fact the chair is completely clean.
Should I test it?
Yes, but it's also why we chose a cream chair, Rob, because we knew that we had black hair.
I can officially confirm for you that the chair is clear. Now, Mark, do you remember? Do you remember?
Aye.
Just for a laugh, on a very cold day.
Oh, it was cold that day.
We sent you outside.
Yeah, I had my scarf on and everything.
To take it to the car.
To the car.
Yeah, have a look and see what happened.
It looks like someone spilt their breakfast in the car, but the VL80 can deal with all of that. It's brilliant because you've got double HEPA filtration, you've got eco mode, and you've also got the really powerful turbo mode as well. So look at this, you can actually get it all up off your seats. And look, on turbo mode, you can really go for it. Get all of those bits up, no problem at all. And by the way, you can also retract the brush and get right in there with the crevice tool all the way through and get your car as clean as it's ever been.
Very good.
So in the car, really good, absolutely.
It's funny, when Mark walked back in after that and he was walking and you could hear, it sounded like metal banging together.
Oi!
Hey! Now, we're not going to do anything yet because apparently I'm going to show you this. This is what you get. You get the vacuum, obviously. That would be silly otherwise, wouldn't it? You get all the attachments but no vacuum. There is the camel's knee, as I call it. There's your mid joint, so you can get down nice and low. You get the extra wide head, 20% wider. You get the adjustable crevice/dusting brush, the longer crevice tool. You also get the mounting dock, and you get the pet/upholstery head. All of that in that wonderful gift box. And look, well, maybe not gift.
I'm not sure I'd call that a gift box, Rob. It's like, you got an odd idea of what a gift box is.
Sorry, presentation box. Would you like it gift wrapped? Sorry.
Can I just share with our lovely viewers at home that our producer just said to Rob in his ear, "Don't be weird."
I know when she says that.
She doesn't know you that well, does she?
The one thing that Rachel Zegler has done that I have to say is absolute genius, and that is when she was having her catastrophic interviews on the red carpet, when she said, "Weird, weird." I love that. I know it's become a meme and all that sort of stuff.
Indeed.
Yes, she's the actress that destroyed Snow White. So they say. It's not my opinion. I'm not
that was the critic's opinion, wasn't it? Absolutely.
To be fair, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. I shall remain open-minded.
Fair enough. Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
No,
29.6 volts.
I'm a big fan of Disney. I subscribe to Disney Plus, so just for the record.
Okay, all right. So, look at the power here, because the power of Tower allows you to simply get all of it up for you nicely, so you are just being able to clean up wherever you go, all the way around. I missed a bit. Let's get that bit. So you can see, now look, now that is on basic non-turbo mode.
So that means, of course, you're going to get longer out of the battery. Did we ever cover how long the battery lasts?
So up to 40 minutes. And imagine how much cleaning in a standard house you can do in 40 minutes. I can do the entire downstairs. So I've got a 2.5 bedroom house where two proper bedrooms and a teeny tiny box room, basically. They call it a 3-bedroom.
3 up, 2 down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They call it that. Well, no, it's like 1 down because it's all knocked through.
Oh, it's not. You've got 3 lounge.
I've got 3 lounge.
You've got knocked through.
Yeah, but I can do. So I've only got tiles in my bathroom and in my kitchen. So I can do my entire house vacuuming in 25 minutes, including the stairs.
Brilliant. And because I've heard it said, I think this is anecdotal, that when you're plugging and replugging a vacuum, which of course you don't have to do with this, you actually only end up, in an average-sized home, vacuuming for about 7 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
So the fact is, the likelihood, unless you have a mansion or something, or a very large house, the likelihood of this running out of battery before you finish the vacuuming is very slim.
Very
and
slim.
then, of course, because it's a lithium-ion battery, you can keep it charging. So you can put it back in the dock if you wall mount it, or plug it in. The lithium-ion batteries don't have that memory that the old batteries used to have.
Absolutely, and it also means that lithium-ion battery operated tools like this are so much better now than the plugged-in version. You don't need a plugged-in vacuum cleaner anymore.
No.
Do you see this little platform just here?
I do, yes.
If you put one finger above and 3 fingers below, it weighs it beautifully. It's actually in your hand. It balances it absolutely brilliantly, which is really, really clever.
It's very stylish as well.
Isn't it just? They didn't need to create. This is just a style point, this gap here.
Yeah.
It's just about making it look stylish as well. Do remember that you have your secondary HEPA filter here at the top as well. And that, again, was just an extra design feature to make it even better than a standard vacuum cleaner. Amazing. That's the point. I can't show you the one on the inside until we empty the dust bin.
Can I do something here?
Yes.
Can I just ask Mr. TikTok, Sam, Mr. TikTok, would you like to come and get a bird's eye view of the cleaning from the set? We're going to invite Mr. TikTok. This is Sam, our
making him a star
manager. Yeah, he has his own TikTok, Shop on Sam.
Shop on Sam.
And also the Shop on TV TikTok is Shop on TV Live. So come on over, Sam. Are you going to empty and say hello?
I can. Hello, TikTok.
Hello. You're now on telly.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah, hi.
So look, here you go, TikTokers. Here you go, people at home. Look at this. This is all the dirt that we're going to tip out onto the floor. So it's all the dirt that we've got up so far.
Yeah.
But it's all going to go down in one go.
Oh, is it now?
Would you prefer it?
Like my food.
Would you prefer it on the hard floor or on the carpet?
Well, that's a question you haven't asked me for a while.
So that's the thing.
I think the hard floor will do.
On the hard floor. All right, here we go then. Oh. Ready?
He's getting on a bit.
So I am getting on a bit.
Hoppa!
Oi! There we go. And so now, look at that. All of the bits down on the floor.
Lovely.
Now
what are you going to do with them?
Being empty. Well, before I do that, I'm going to get up and I'm going to show you the HEPA filter.
Oh, right. So TikTok, we're going to have a look at the HEPA filter now.
So look, basically what you do is you reach inside, you twist, and this bit comes out like
That's amazing.
so.
That is amazing.
And so now, if you want to clean the HEPA filter, you simply pull this out like so.
Yeah.
And that is your HEPA filter. Simply tap it, and there is your multi-cyclonic. So you've got 6 individual cyclones. So
That's a lot of cyclones.
It isn't just one. You know when cyclonic vacuum cleaners first became a thing, they had one cyclone.
Yes,
this is
one.
6.
6
So
cyclones.
multi-cyclonic. When this gets a
That really sucks.
it really does. When it gets a bit dusty, you can just brush it off with a cloth. That's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
And then pop it on the inside and twist it in, and then lock it up.
Now I'm going to. Can I hand you your pole?
You can indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nope,
there we go.
Sorry, I should have held.
Pop it in.
Yeah.
Pop it in.
Okay, TikTok. Here we go.
Oh,
Prepare to
are
be
we
amazed.
ready? Okay.
Prepare to be amazed.
So,
Are you ready? You will go on my first whistle. 3, 2, 1, whistle.
it's like on the Family Nest. The children blew on their secret thistle whistles. Look at this. All of that power coming through.
The power up tower. Clean up less than an hour.
Oh, I like it, Rob. Keep going, keep going.
Even fine stuff like flour.
Oh, I like it. There you go.
Thank you, TikTok. Round of applause
Thank you,
for Mr. TikTok. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. We're going to do the carpet.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worries.
I'm going to sit. Can I sit here and watch? Can I do this?
I mean, yes, you can. But the thing is, of course, I can actually get under your feet lower than that.
Hold on.
Because, look, there we go. There you go. Lift your feet up and there. It's all good. We're under your feet. It's all good. It's all good. There you go. Feet down. Thank you very much. And look at this. Even the horrible dusty bits come up. There we go.
He's cleaning the red carpet for me.
Exactly. Do you know what? Somebody has to do that for the red carpet each time, don't they?
I know, because I don't know if I ever mentioned I used to live in America. And I
don't think you've ever mentioned that before, Rob.
No, well, I did. I lived in Los Angeles for over 10 years. And my local train station, my sort of tube station, Metro, was Hollywood and Highland. So, and I would walk through down Hollywood Boulevard to go home.
Were you ever in CSI?
Didn't know. I never did see it. I was in 2 of the NCIS
Oh, I like NCIS as well.
franchise.
Yeah.
An FBI International I was in, and Ray Donovan and all that sort of stuff. But I would, when it came to Oscar season, I would walk past where the Dolby Theatre, where the Oscars take place. I've got pictures. I'll show you actually pictures of them setting up and all that. Kind of stuff.
Exciting. Yeah.
So it's just the norm for me. You know.
It's just the norm.
Just the norm, you know.
It is a very powerful vacuum cleaner, but for the price at less than £100, the extra features that you get are absolutely remarkable. Up to 40 minutes runtime, HEPA 12 filter, 99.95% of particles down to 0.3 microns, and that's if you imagine a human hair is 70 microns, 70, this goes down to 0.3 microns. So it's getting up all of those very fine particles and allergen particles in the air.
That is very, very small. It's 460559. The reviews are phenomenal for this. They really are. Lots of people rave about the VL80 Flexi Anti-Tangle Cordless Vacuum. For example, that well-known person, I know a few people with that name actually.
Anonymous from Sheffield, yeah.
Anonymous from Sheffield.
I think I've met him as well.
Well, you know, if you were from Sheffield, maybe you wouldn't want to be known. I love Sheffield. My parents live near Sheffield, actually. Really pleased with this vacuum. It works brilliantly on all my surfaces and carpets. It's lightweight as well, which is good. Easy to assemble and emptying the dirt box. What a great name for it. I'm going to call it that from now on, the dirt box.
Don't, Rob.
I would recommend this to others. Also, Jay from Grange, is that Grange?
Grange, yep.
Or Grange.
Lagrange.
Grange. Love Manu Vacuum. Picks up great. It's also quieter than I imagined it would be. It is, isn't it?
It is.
It comes with all the attachments I need to clean out the car properly. I've also hoovered, or vacuumed, we should say.
Yes.
All my sofas with it too. Battery life is just about right for me. I would highly recommend it. Also, customer service was excellent.
You get a 3-year guarantee with it.
And you register that at
Yes, so it comes with a 1-year standard, but it will go up to a 3-year warranty when you register with the website, yes.
Yeah, and it's free to do that. It's just so they know when you've bought it,
Yeah, basically.
for when the 3 years starts. I've become very loosey-goosey and I'm just kind of chilling now. I like this. I wish we had another one.
It is the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hot.
Yeah. From vacuums to out of the frying pan into another frying pan. Now this, ladies and gentlemen, is Rob's pick. Woo! It's one of two, $74.99. These pans are super. If you haven't had a set of towel pans, I have 2 sets of towel pans, and I can tell you that the non-stick is really vastly superior to anything else I've ever used. These are very stylish. They hang beautifully. If you know you're not bothered about stacking your pans and you want to hang them up, this is the set for you. They give you the feel and the look of cast iron, but they are anodized aluminium so that they are strong, but they are also lightweight. Now they have some heft to them. They've got a reassuring amount of heft, but they're not heavy, if that makes sense. You get the milk pan, you also get the 2 saucepans and the 2 frying pans. The saucepans have tempered glass lids with steam vents, stainless steel handles. They are just brilliant. But don't take my word for it, because Sean and Hayley a while ago were with Joe Remblance, and this is what happened with them.
Porridge and rice can be a nightmare to try and do.
Really can. So our steak here is coming along beautifully. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to, now I've turned the heat down there, just throw a little bit of butter into there, and then we'll put some rosemary into there as well, which is and then that gives you a really...
And that's really easy, but the flavours there. It's amazing when you just put a little bit of butter into a steak at that point.
And then what you can do, now the great
so tasty.
The great thing here with this is that as well, now this is a metal utensil safe pan, so it means that I can take my metal my metal spoon if I want to. I can get in there and I can baste that, which is absolutely brilliant. So I would say use wood, plastic, nylon or silicone, but it's just like a little insurance policy.
Yeah,
great.
Because often we do grab and you can't find anything, or it's all in the washing up bowl, and you say you grab for that metal spoon. It's not the end of the world at all.
So what I'm going to do,
perfect porridge.
Lovely steaming hot bowl of porridge, right? So we're going to put that in there, but what I'm also now going to do, let's take a little bit more of that out of there. What happens if disaster strikes? So what I'm going to do What's that from? Is that a good
7.
It's from strict.
Oh, is it? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn that on to the highest heat now, and we will leave that.
So you're going to
steam.
try and burn.
I'm going to try and burn it.
Okay.
Absolutely. Because porridge is a nightmare. So let's turn it up. We're going to go full temperature. This is like the ultimate disaster that you could have at home. So whilst that's happening, let's grab.
Leaving us by the disaster. I'm really impressed how even the heat is because it's bubbling all
Evenly
everywhere.
all the way around,
It's
isn't
trying
it?
to burn all of it, but we'll see the results because the non-stick is absolutely incredible.
So we'll leave that to do its thing. Whilst that's doing its thing, let's serve up our steak because what we now have is our steak done and cooked. So this steak has been in here for about, I don't know, 6 minutes maybe, something like that. Sealed it on a really nice high heat, and then
Look at those juices come in. Oh, wow.
And we've got that little bit of rosemary there too.
Nice.
Delicious.
What I'm going to do now though is we'll just get rid of the oil and fat that's in there. So let's just turn this hob off. Now, when it comes to cleaning these, a lot of the time with pans we would clean them using, you know, a wet cloth. Let me show you. That's just dry paper towel.
Obviously,
you'll
you'd wait
see.
for yours to dry, but just for demonstration purposes, look at that. You wouldn't even need to wash that now, but it's virtually clean. Look at that. But you'd always let your pans cool down. But the thing is, what you'll never do is have to soak them for hours and hours
No,
and hours.
absolutely not. Let's just pop that on and we'll get that getting nice and hot. I think it's fair to say that this is...
That looks. I
And
can
that's
smell it now.
Now, a minute ago, I could smell the lovely steak, but now I'm
Not
just smelling
anymore.
burnt. And this can happen, porridge, rice. How many times do you do rice and half of it's ruined on the bottom and you can only eat the top bit and then you can virtually throw the pan away because you think you soak it, you wash it, you soak it again, you soak it again because nothing seems to come
And
away.
that's still on the heat. Look at that.
You've definitely
That's a
tried to
nightmare,
burn
isn't
that.
it? Let me show you what happens. I'm just going to...
This really is superior non-stick. Remember, up to 15 times stronger than regular non-sticks. 6 layers that you've got there in the pan itself. A great gauge to the pan. And they are oven safe as well, up to 2.
I think that's burnt now. Should we turn that off? I think they say it's burnt. So,
It smells pretty
smells
bad.
let me
really
grab... I
bad.
need something to put this on.
Do you want me to hold something and you can drop it onto it?
I just don't want to burn it.
We're trying to get the bin out. Oh, you're going to put it out the front.
Working it out.
Let me just
Right.
grab this. So let me show you
Look.
what happens though, because it is like
Oh, look at that.
It's peeling off.
look,
The
the pan
food's burnt.
just repels that. So no soaking,
Oh,
no
wow.
scrubbing. All I'm going to do is just go in, and I'm just going to take that off of there, which is incredible. So you can see
It just
all of
wipes
that
out.
comes straight out of
Anyone's
there.
worrying about Joe's safety, this is an induction hob.
So when the pan's
General
on there,
safety or...
Yeah.
Yes, you leaning over it. They were worried about your busts going on fire like in the film.
Mrs. Doubtfire. What are you going to do, Mrs. Doubtfire? Then?
Let's just take this off the hob here because this has got really hot now. But I want to just quickly show you the amount of heat you can get into these if you want to. So if you do want to do something like a stir fry
Oh,
in
gosh,
here,
yeah.
it's absolutely perfect for allowing
Look how
you to do
quickly,
that.
I know we've had that on, but look how quickly that heated up. That was incredible.
Really, really fast. It really is. So we're just going to do a really quick stir fry in here. So just some stir fry vegetables straight into there.
Now, massively busy on our pans. Do keep checking your air fryers out, but you do please, whatever you've got in your basket, need to check your baskets through. It's been a fabulous
Great night. Back
morning in the kitchen. And what a great way to start our kitchen.
The price of these, our usual price, almost £200. So it's better than half price at $84.99.
And I think our first pan set, which is we're going back years, I'm sure they're about £350.
Well, if you remember, we used to work for a big pan manufacturer. And one pan, $84.99.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why this is such great value. And don't think these are inferior pans. These are the top of the Smart Start range, that ultra forged that you've got there, up to 15 times stronger than your regular non-stick. and it literally just wipes clean. Fantastic non-stick, amazing bases on these that you get even heat distribution, riveted on handles, and oven safe up to 220 degrees.
And that smart technology even tells you when the pans are ready. You know, the frying pans are ready for you to put your food in. They're at that right temperature. Don't forget you've got the 2 glass lids as well. The 20 centimetre will go onto the frying pan as well as onto the saucepan. You've got the opportunity to get these delivered to your door, and they will be, I think, one of the best purchases. Every home needs a good set of pans, and if you've got a mishmash of pans, different lids, the handles are falling off, you've got a pan set that goes into the oven up to 220 degrees, so you can bake in here as well, but also will go on to whatever hob. If you're buying these as a present, a wedding gift, a new home present, it doesn't matter what hob they've got, you can't buy the wrong set. They do look stunning,
and 220 degrees in the oven, that is really important, because a lot of oven-safe cookware, you can't get it up to the kind of temperatures that you need to get it up to.
Yeah, it often says oven-safe, but then when you look at the temperature,
absolutely,
you can't really cook much at 140 degrees. You know, not a great deal. You've got to, want to whack it up a bit.
Yeah, unless you know you're doing something like a stew, then of course it'll be good for that.
Yeah.
But you want to be able to cook at much higher temperatures, and these will allow you to do that, which is fantastic. So here we go. We've got a stir fry. So I've just popped some egg noodles into there as well, and then I'm also going to add into here. I've got some teriyaki sauce.
A lot of places actually you can get like a set meal, can't you?
Yeah.
With a stir fry, a noodles and a sauce.
Yeah.
And again,
in the supermarket.
Yeah, in the supermarket, and you could do it so when you've got the right pan for the job.
Yeah, and the great thing is that non-stick. You've added it. What sauce was that?
Just a hot teriyaki sauce.
Again, all these sauces are normally traditionally really sticky, aren't they?
They really are. But again, really quick and easy to do. So if you did want to do something like a really quick fake away, these are super simple, because we're not having to season it. We're not having to do any of those things. We're not worried about it going rusty. It's all wiped out and it is clean and good to go. And that is because you've got a 6-layer non-stick, which is up to 15 times stronger than regular non-stick.
And that means you're not having to soak them for hours. That means that, you know, washing up isn't a real chore, because they virtually wipe clean. They do go to the dishwasher, but I would say hand wash them, because they will just wipe clean, let them drip dry. You don't need to throw them into the dishwasher, and put away back in the cupboard, ready to use. And remember, incredible non-stick. So again, you don't have to use loads and loads of oil.
No, you don't. They honestly, seriously good set of pans, these. They really are. If I didn't already have 2 sets of a different make, or model rather, of the Tao pans, I would undoubtedly be getting these. They are lovely, 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 particularly if you are kitchen proud and you like to have pans that are as decorative as they are functional. Ooh, did I say that? That came out of my mouth, didn't it? Wow. I suppose every dog has its day. Now, I got another pick for you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this really and truly, honestly, I promise you, my producer was on the meeting. She can confirm. You can't see her or hear her, but she's confirming that I specifically requested, can we do the dual stacking air fryer? And we then discovered, we launched it at $129.99. That was a few weeks ago. But the market changes every single day. And the price went down. So most people are going out at about 119, 120 pounds, as you can see. Again, all very well-known retail outlets. That's what their prices are as of 10:57 yesterday evening. So I asked our buyer, Maria, I specifically said, look, is there anything you can do? And she took the price down as low as she could. To, you know, if we went any lower, it would be pointless even putting it on the air, because I mean, we wouldn't be making any money on it, and we're barely doing that as it is. And I did. I pushed her hard. I really did. I put the boot in. No, I didn't really. No, she was very accommodating, and she has given you a special, or me really, on behalf of you, a special price of $104.99. So it's £15 less than just about everybody else, and also it is less than we were selling it for $129.99. I believe it does go back up to our regular price at the end of this show. So you literally only have about another 37, well, I don't know, about 35 minutes, something like that. 40 minutes, excuse me. The clock in the studio is a couple of minutes out. So you will, you will have to pay the higher price if you don't check out by the end of the show. In fact, maybe we can put a countdown clock in, Martha. I don't know if, sure, go on, why not? Let's do it, go on. Let's do it. We're counting down 38 minutes and 9, 8, 7. I'm just going to spend the rest of the show counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, 0. So you've got 37 and 8, that time that's on there. Keep an eye on that. And then the price will go up. You can roast, you can bake, you can air fry. It's got a very simple LCD screen that is easy to follow, goes up to 200 degrees, and you can do perfect food. And look, honestly and truly, air frying has changed the world. It's a mini oven. You can do everything in that you can do in a regular oven, including you can use your ramekins and bakeware and cookware and all that. If it fits, you can put it in there. So you can do quiches and flans and cupcakes and what would you put in a ramekin? What would you put in ramekins?
Chocolate pudding.
Chocolate soufflés, chocolate puddings, things like that, yeah. Eggs. Actually, do you know what? For my air fryer, I bought these little trays so I can do eggs and baked beans or veggies. Yeah. But because it's superheated, hot air, and it's swirling rapidly in a vortex formation, it does what fat. The reason it's called air frying is because it uses air to fry, obviously. But frying is hot fat, right, or hot oil. And all the oil is there for is to conduct the heat into the food. That's it. So it does the same thing with an air fryer, except it uses air instead of oil. So you don't need any oil for cooking. I tend to spritz or you know, brush a little butter onto things like chicken and things like that, just to give it a little bit more browning. Little spritz of oil on your spuds if you want them to be really golden brown and crisp. But it's quick. I mean, so before I came out to the studio tonight, I have an air fryer in my my little room. We all do actually in our crew house. And so my fridge is full of sirloins and ribeyes, the extra thick ones. And an extra thick, and I'm telling you, an inch thick, this ribeye. It's like 13, 14 pounds per ribeye. And that's all, I pretty much eat one of those a day. That's my diet these days. But it takes 18 minutes at 200 degrees, and I turn it over halfway through. A little bit of steak seasoning on it, and it comes out beautiful. It comes out medium, and it's so moist and succulent inside because the air is so hot. It sears the outside, locks in the juices, and then cooks the food. So even things like chicken breasts, things that come out typically dry from regular oven cooking, come out moist and succulent and full of flavour. Air frying's the way to go. Now, normally you'd have to have an air fryer that if you wanted 2 baskets, it would take up about 45, 46 centimetres width-wise on your countertop. This only takes up 26 because the basket, some bright spark said, hang on, what if we put them on top of each other? It's also very stylish as well. It's got 6 presets, so you can do fries, steak, you can bake, you can do wings, veg, or DIY, so you can set it yourself. 5.5 litre capacity, but look, each of the trays has a stainless or a chrome trivet in there. Now there's also a base trivet that allows the air to circulate and also excess oil to drip through to the bottom, which you can either keep for flavouring in soups and stews and things like that, or you can throw it away, or I don't know, roast potatoes, always good with meat drippings, that's what my mum used to do. But you can actually cook 2 different types of food in each basket, so you can cook 4 different types of food in both baskets combined. You can air fry, you can grill, you can bake, and you can roast. Or you can roast and you can bake. Little cupcakes in there. And it's quick, it's easy, and with that capacity, you could literally feed a family of 4 quite happily. But also, there is no gap between the top basket and the bottom. There's no hole, there's no way that any of the smells or flavours or juices can transfer from one basket to the other. So you could cook a full-on, fully-fledged, 100% bona fide vegan meal in the top, and you could have, you know, a down and dirty carnivore Metasaurus dinner in the bottom, or the other way round.
I love the way it looks. It's so stylish really in the kitchen as well, isn't it?
Very stylish. The reason it's my pick is because I absolutely love air frying. Now, I've lost 4 stones so far.
And you're looking great so far.
Look, I've still got 7 or 8 to go, but it's going to take time. It took a while to put it on. It's working. Yeah. But do you know what has helped me more than anything else? And the reason I'm so in the programme this time? Because normally when I did it before, healthy food tasted like absolute rubbish.
Nothing. Yeah.
But now, with an air fryer, with a decent set of pans, my towel pans, I got an induction hob. That changed my life because you can get it so hot. You can sear and caramelise the food. And so the food I cook now with just some basic seasoning and some butter, it's so tasty. I'd rather have that than a burger or a takeaway. And if even when I get home at night, I'm going to get back to the house at probably about 20 past 3, or maybe half past 3.
You're not doing any,
20 to
not doing
4.
any cleaning up around here then.
Yeah. So, but I don't. Normally, I'd get home when we were in London. My son and I would get home if he was working with me. We'd call the takeaway. 45 minutes. Then they never found their way up to the flat, or they can you come down? No, I'm paying you to come to me. Or they would go all around the houses and get lost. And it was just sometimes, and then sometimes they'd cancel the order, and it was just like, oh, for God's sake. And then when it arrived, the food was cold and soggy and tasteless. In the time that it takes for all of that malarkey to happen, I've cooked up a beautiful steak, maybe with some cauliflower florets, or I've sautéed, I'll chunk steak and I'll sauté it with cucumber, which is a cubed or diced cucumber sautéed is delicious.
It is. It's surprising.
Or I'll do an omelette, and it tastes great. I found these amazing Hunter Gatherer is the company. There are probably others available. They do these keto-friendly ketchups and sauces and things. No added sugar, no preservatives, blah blah blah. But anyway, point I'm making is an air fryer, and at this price,
I've only just noticed the price. That's an amazing price.
It can really help your and assist and support your health goals. Or you can be just as sinful in it. It's like a car. You can be a saint or a sinner.
I'm a sinner.
Now, wait, Mark.
Okay.
I've just heard Martha is making quite a claim here. She's saying this is the best email she's ever received in 22 years. Oh, there we go. 22 years of doing this.
Wow. About what? About this product?
Oh, hang on. That's
okay.
I've got to get into the right thing.
Get into the right folder.
Studio iPad. Here we go. Right. What I say? Okay. So this is from.
Who's it from? It's a long one.
This is from Iris in Essex. Hi, Iris.
I can confirm that Iris in Essex is not a member of my family. Is she a member of?
She's not a member of my family either.
Thank you, Iris,
for being paid for this.
Yes,
I don't even know what it says yet. Hi, Rob and Mark. Just had
got our names right as well. I mean, Iris. That's a win for us.
No, she called you Rob and me Mark. Just had to let you know that I bought the Tower Aqua Pro, and it's the best thing since sliced bread.
Excellent.
To be honest, I didn't buy it for the spot cleaner, but to clean my windows. I have a few mobility problems and I find it hard to bend and stretch. I added a cleaner solution to the clean water tank and used the extension pole to clean my kitchen window at the back of the sink.
Extension pole.
There we are. So. It finally got a thoroughly good clean both inside and out. The result was absolutely fantastic. The glass sparkled, no streaks or smears, and no little aches for me.
Good.
I went over and over it, not because I had to, but because I loved the results. She said, I did my back door window inside and out as well, plus the bottom panel.
Nice.
There are no drips. The water runs down the window, but then gets sucked up with the squeegee and suction.
Absolutely.
The squeegee goes right into the corner, so no part of the window gets missed.
Yep.
I also love the self-cleaning action that really did dry the tube out, ready for storing.
Yeah, totally.
It's light enough to carry, even with water in both tanks. There is plenty of wire to keep plugging in and unplugging to move about. I'm now looking to do all my windows and trying to figure out ways I can get to do the upstairs windows outside. The only thing I would like to suggest for an improvement is to have an automatic winder for the lead.
Yes, I know what you mean. I'll suggest that to Valentino at Tower. Yeah.
But I'm just being picky, as it's easy enough to wind the lead round its holder anyway. Please don't hesitate in buying this. It really is worth every penny. And from a person with limited mobility, it's absolutely amazing. I don't have to rely on someone else anymore. Love you on the show, Rob Lock with an E. Oh, thank you. She says, you're so much fun and entertaining, and your honest opinions... Yes, they get me in a lot of trouble, Iris. I'm amazed I'm still on the air. Mark my words, Iris, one day I will not be here anymore. And not be through my own choosing. I just know that. I can feel it in my water. She says, wish you were on more often. Thank you very much. It's really... Iris, I appreciate that. Is what an amazing...
Yeah, absolutely.
Isn't it funny, Mark? You know this. In the entertainment industry, I'm lauded and praised and paid very handsomely for my entertainment shenanigans.
Indeed.
In this format of television, if I'm too funny, I get told off.
That's right.
And my job's in jeopardy.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing, honestly, it really is. Anyway, thank you so much, Iris. And anyone
Thank you,
anyone
Iris.
else want to email in, come on in if you want. Send us another email.
Have a look what I've just done. I've just spilt cola. Now, if your kids spill cola on the carpet, whether you've got a beige carpet, a blue carpet, a red carpet, a white carpet, or whatever, you've ruined it, but not with the Tower Aquajet Pro, because have a look at this. It will just spray a little bit of the solution on by pulling the trigger here, and the spray comes out just underneath there. Spray, and then suck up the cola. Look at that. Woo! That is incredible. So there we go. It's that easy to be able to do it. But I'll tell you what, let's not finish there. Oh, what if
What's happened?
What if Uncle Rob's had a mistake with the red wine?
Oh, I never make
Why are we
mistakes
going
with
Australian?
red wine. I don't know. I never make a mistake with red wine.
Look at this. Spray, and then it will get all of the red wine up just like that. If you can see just a slight mark left, just give it another spray like so. And here it is. And that means it's not soaking all the way through either. That's what's so brilliant about it. But oh no, here comes the dog. And the dog, oh no.
Can I just say, Mark's dog likes to pee in juice bottles.
It's absolutely. It's just to show people, Rob.
Oh, it's a demonstration.
It's a demonstration.
That's not real pee then.
It's not real pee, don't
Oh.
worry. It is real orange juice though.
I thought you were method.
And not that method, thank goodness. Like, look at this. So you can see it going up the spout. Look at this.
Like Augustus Gloop.
Oh, I was thinking like Incy Wincy Spider.
Oh, yes, good one.
He went up the spout as well.
I forgot about Incy Wincy.
Now, here's the thing. All the nasty stuff, as Iris was just saying in her email, is in the tube. You can see it's all kind of flowing in the tube there. If you put that away in the cupboard now, you get it out in a week's time when you have another spillage, it's going to start smelling. Yeah, not nice. So they've done something really clever. And can I let you into a conversation that I had with Tower? Oh, sure. I said to them after the launch show of this, I went, we showed the self-cleaning function, and people absolutely loved it. And I think that maybe was one of the things that really helped it sell. And the brand manager said to me, it's like, that was an afterthought. We weren't actually going to put that in with the machine. And then somebody said, do you think this would be a good idea? I think it's a brilliant idea.
It's
and so it's really good.
amazing.
So you switch the machine on and you push the trigger, and you'll see the water come up here, and then it goes all the way down the tube.
It forces its own cleaning fluid back into it.
There, look at that. So you can see the cleaning fluid, and can you hear the difference?
Oh, yeah.
So there's still air going through there. But all of the tube is now being cleaned all the way along, just like that. And so now you've got a clean tube ready to pop away. Now remember, the clean water and the dirty water never mix. 1.5 litres of clean water with solution. You can put any kind of your favourite cleaning solution in there. It doesn't matter which one. Tower does do a really good one. It's on our website, of course, at $19.99. And also, it goes down to a 0.8 litre dirty water tank. And the brilliant thing about that is, as we heard earlier, when it gets to the point where it's full, it stops the suction. So it changes the noise that it makes. And that simply means that you're always going to be able to get it into the dirty water tank. It's never going to overflow, and you don't want that.
Mark.
Yes.
We have about 20 minutes, just over 20 minutes left.
Okie dokie.
25.
Yes.
Can we go big or go home? How many eggs you got left?
Oh, I've got 4 eggs left.
Can I have 2? Can I have 2 eggs?
You can have 2.
But what are we seeing on the screen first?
This is what happens when you spill something on the floor. And look, this is just getting a load of stuff up off the floor. Now, you can spray the floor. I haven't sprayed the floor terribly much. This is just, so this is using the extension pole and just getting the stuff off the floor like so.
So good for tiles, lino,
it really is.
Wall tiles,
floor,
countertops, kitchen cabinets.
Absolutely, very much so. Now, obviously, I haven't done the whole floor there, but it gives you a really good idea of how easy it is to get it up off the floor.
Now.
Oh, dear.
What
are you going to do?
I don't know yet. I'm going to jazz it. Is that all right?
Oh, are you going to juggle?
I'm going to freestyle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, okay. Have you in the bin?
Nice, in the bin. Yes.
I'm going to go for a double egg. Oh!
You know that's not going to fry them for you, right?
Oh no.
It's not that good.
Do you think that's enough?
Ketchup? Oh, please. I mean, I love a dad joke, but that's going it some.
I liked that. Do you think that's
wow.
enough? There we go.
Okay.
And what else we got? I'm going to make a little collage. Lovely little bit of milk, I think,
little
as well.
bit of
Thank
milk.
you, darling. We'll just stick that in there. There we go, a bit of milk. Lovely.
All right, and...
I'm just expressing myself.
Oh, dear. Oh, it gets worse.
2 chicks went to a party. They had a shell of a time.
Oh, dear me.
That was Martha. That was Martha's joke. That was very good. Am I cracking you up?
Yeah, it's extraordinary.
Oh. What haven't we used? Juice.
Juice.
I need the juice.
The juice.
It's a little juice there. Little
Now, I'm not thinking you will have spilt all of this on your floor. If you have, something's gone wrong. But your toddler might have done.
Do you know what that is?
You've made a face.
No, it's not a face.
That looks like a koala bear from here.
It does it? No, what it is actually is it's an MRI slice. Around,
Yes,
about,
it could be.
around about the midsection.
Yes, it could be. Wow.
Have we? I think we've proven a point here. That's quite a lot of mess, isn't it?
That is quite a lot of mess.
Now, I might have overdone it. I don't know. We got one more egg pun. Go on then. Here we go. Egg pun.
Go on.
Why should you be careful around what you say around egg whites?
Because it'll whip you into a frenzy. Because is it a meringue?
I can't take it.
Oh, that's awful. Awful.
No, that's not as good.
Awful.
Sorry. Okay. Power me up, baby.
Here you go.
Are you ready, ladies and gentlemen?
All the suction power, 450 watts of suction power working here. The dirty water tank, 0.8 litre. It literally just sucks it all up. Nicely done.
Yeehaw!
Keep going, my friend, keep going. It will leave your floors refreshed.
Oh, look, did you see that?
Yeah. Hard floors, stairs, upholstery.
I'm getting one of these just to do this at home.
Too right. Windows, floors, shower screens. A 6-metre long pole.
Now, where's my kitchen towel gone?
Could you refresh a little bit?
Okay, I'm going to hopefully get it right this
Yeah,
time.
there we go.
Little
That's
spritz.
it. Yeah, little spritz and then. Ready?
Go!
Dry.
Dry! Dry! Woo!
You win. I don't know what you.
I win. I win. That's a Friends quote.
Now, you're not going to do the surface here, but you will be doing your windows. And just like Iris wrote.
I missed a bit. Yeah.
Just like Iris said, when you do your windows, you will be cleaning the outside of the windows, but you can do it inside as well because it's not going to drip down anywhere because it's literally sucking the water. Oh, now look. So it gets down to there. With any other squeegee, it would just keep on going down, but it's sucking it all up.
It sucks it up before it moves.
And the bird poo?
The bird poo.
There we go.
It sucks it up before it moves the spill out the way.
Exactly right.
I mean, I can't believe how accurately that cleaned up. That really, I mean, I didn't even know if that was going to work. I thought I might have.
I thought you might have overdone it. But we love an extreme demonstration on TV.
I do.
That's the thing. Here's the deal, because the two separate parts here, it's sucking the 450 watts of suction power in there to get it all up. And it is a lot, and that's the thing. It's considerably more than you'd expect, but most squeegees that you see with cleaners like this don't actually suck it up. It literally just squeegees it off.
Do you know what I do, Mark? When I finished wiping down all my kitchen surfaces after I've cooked, I go round with paper towel and dry it all off.
Yep.
We'll just do this instead.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And this once the wire is wound up, this can actually sit on.
Oh, can you show everyone that?
Yes.
I don't think they've seen it.
Oh,
We might
absolutely.
just twist it around. Yeah, there's a cable tie.
So you can literally do the cable tidy, and that bit goes up like that, so you can literally just go wind it round and round and round. So really, really good that. Now, the machine, we were talking about weight earlier on. So when it's not got any water in, it's just under 2 kilos. And so it's a really easy machine because it's portable. Remember, you can take it outside as well, so you can do the car interiors with it too.
And also, you know, in the winter when you get condensation on the windowsills, great for that.
And in your bathroom, you know,
up the mirror.
do you know those ones from the very big famous yellow brand, the window vacuums that you can buy? This, for this price, considering it does everything else as well.
That's hundreds of pounds.
It can be, absolutely.
And that's just unfeatured.
And we used to work somewhere that sold a lot of them, to be fair.
We did.
And a lot of people have got them. This, I think, is considerably better because it does so much more.
Well, do you know what? It's interesting you should say that because, as I mentioned, I have a fabric sofa which has got a hairspray stain on it from where I've fallen. It's a recliner, so I've fallen asleep with hairspray in my hair in the summer. And I'm actually about to throw the thing away, but I thought I'll never ever get rid of that.
Need an antimacassar.
What now?
An antimacassar.
What's that?
They're those like little lace things that you can put on the back of the sofa.
Really?
That's what my grandmother used to have them. They're called antimacassars.
Yeah, that'll fit in my modern decor, won't it? But the point I'm trying to make is I did actually decide to see if there was a solution for it and a way to clean it up.
Yep.
And that's when I was pointed in the direction of these. And as you say, all the big makes make them.
Yep.
They're all more expensive.
Yes.
And actually, in the reviews I read, the Tower one was the one that would seem to be rated. So sometimes the brand leader or the big name brands are not always the best.
And this is the second iteration from Tower of the Aquajet. This is the Aquajet Pro, and it really does. They've taken all of the things that they learnt in the first iteration and just made it considerably better.
Where'd you put the hose when you finish with it?
I literally wrap it round. So it goes round this section at the front here, like so, and round the back. I think we've got a picture of it somewhere underneath the sink somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we can find it.
That rings a bell. So it stores away really nicely. Do you know what? Also, if you're a contractor, painter, decorator, that sort of thing, this is something you could carry around in your van.
Absolutely.
But I'm really digging it from the point of view that if you mop your floors, you can dry them off. No more of the fact, don't go on my floors. If your bathroom floor gets a bit wet and slippery and hazardous, or again during the winter, if your doorstep, or I mean, look, anywhere you need.
Your dog's muddy paws across the kitchen floor in the winter time, absolutely.
Yeah. It's so powerful. And it really does work. And look, I'm standing here seeing it work. And I have no vested interest in whether you buy this or not particularly.
Oh, look at this. If your little one... Well, you know, if you're 8-year-old or you're 18-year-old or you're 38-year-old, it doesn't aim very well.
I went into a pub toilet about 3 or 4 weeks ago.
I hate to know where this is.
Oh, no, wait a second. It wasn't a pub toilet. No, that I've been in some dodgy pub toilets in my time. This was on the train. This was on the train up from Euston to Warrington Bank Quay.
Yeah.
And the toilet, there was so much urine on the floor, I decided to not use it. I held it until I mean, literally in a train in the space of an hour and 3/4.
I'm not suggesting you carry this on the train, to be fair.
No. Ladies and gentlemen, this is amazing. Please get one because it's the sort of thing, and I'm going to get one because it's the sort of thing you might not use all the time, but it's that thing that you've got it handy when you need it, when you're defrosting the freezer, defrosting the fridge. It will add so much convenience, particularly if you do have manual dexterity issues or mobility issues like Iris did. If doing rubbing and motion with your arms or your hands is painful, or if you're just like me and you just hate cleaning, it's a joy to use this. It really, really, truly is. Mark, stay right where you are if you don't mind. We have, behind me, ladies and gentlemen, we have one of two presenter picks. Who's the presenter? Me. Who picked it? Me. How much is it? $74.99. Who likes that price? You! And here's why.
Amazing.
They are a forged aluminium construction, which is amazing. So what that means is that they are much more superior than something like a pressed aluminium pan. So a regular aluminium pan, it's a sheet of aluminium and it's punched or pressed out. So it means it stretches in different places. They're super lightweight. These are not heavy, but they've got a really nice weight to them. Forged aluminium means what you've got is that molten aluminium that is then forged into shape. So they are absolutely beautiful. 4.5 mil gauge of aluminium, which is a really lovely size and quality. Incredible base, which is going to heat up 25%, up to 25% faster than other pans in this class, which is incredible. The even heat that's going to give you is absolutely amazing. They're going to go on all hob surfaces, so gas, electric, halogen, solid top, Arga, induction, Rayburn. They will go also into the oven up to 220 degrees, and that is the 3 saucepans or the 2 frying pans. So you've got the 3 saucepans, 2 lids, and you've also got the 2 frying pans.
It's all the
as well.
essentials.
Yeah,
Everything you need. It is that core range for you. I love as well incredible stainless steel handles. They are riveted onto.
That's
here
really
as well.
important as well, isn't it?
Loose.
Absolutely, and they've got a little hook, a little
cute,
eye there
yeah.
as well, or so you can hang those up. Now, the great thing is, yes, you can use them on the hob. So what I've got here is butter and brown sugar. So this is a, this is a really sticky mess.
Not in
here, but
these pans.
we are talking about a non-stick that is 6 layers. You've got that Smart Start technology, but it's also up to 15 times stronger than previous non-sticks. And forged aluminium, you can really see, can't you, just how beautifully these are bubbling.
How
So I'm
even
gonna
that
turn that
heat
down.
is as well. There's not a hot or cold
Amazing,
spot
isn't it?
there, is there?
Absolutely.
And they've got an incredible warranty, haven't they?
They have indeed. So you get 1 year as standard, but when you register your purchase, you'll get an extra 9 years. Let's just quickly go over to the oven, if we may, because this is a pan set that you will seamlessly move from hob to oven
We'll
to
switch
table.
over with you. You go to
The
the
other
oven,
great
there you
thing
go.
about these as well, a real hallmark of quality non-stick, is the fact that you've got metal utensil safe non-stick. Now,
That's brilliant.
I'd always say if
So-
you want to prolong the life of your non-stick, use wood, plastic, nylon, silicone, but it means, when you can't quite reach
Yes.
the plastic
You
utensils,
sometimes
go
get
with a
that spoon, don't you?
And
Yeah.
then you end up gouging a part out of it. It doesn't matter with this. Metal utensil safe, just don't use a knife or a whisk is all I would say.
Okay,
now, what I've been able to do here with this, rump of lamb. Because I once called it lump of ram, now I can't ever get out of my head.
I wouldn't say it.
So now I'm like, is that right? Is that wrong? Is that right?
That would have been funnier,
Rump of lamb is one of my favourite pieces of meat. Now the great thing is with this, not only is it the ease of use that you're going to be able to have by you moving this around the kitchen, the other thing I absolutely love about it is the fact that what you also have is better results. Because let's take this for instance. So I was able to seal and sear this piece of lamb off first in here. Then I took the whole pan, popped that all into the oven. So less washing up, which is amazing. Really easy to use, but also from a taste and flavour point of view, because it means all the juices that I sealed and seared on the hob first, they're still in there in the oven. It means that when I bring this back over,
Smells great.
over here, what I can do if I want to is I can then add a little bit of stock in there, I could add some wine into there, and I could then create a bit of a sauce in there too. I am aware that this chopping board is way too big for this piece of meat, but you're going to have to go with me, okay?
Look at it closely.
This chopping board is self-identifying as a much smaller chopping board, okay? Let me... Do you know what will fix it, though?
Go on.
We'll just put a bit of
A bit of green.
You never know.
sorted.
There we go.
Perfect size now.
No one would have
Let
even
me show you
noticed if
there.
you'd done that before.
What we then got is
Oh, look at
really
that.
And all I did was seared this off. Now, it's really important, if you like your food to be well cooked, sealing and searing your meat first is going to keep all of the moisture, it's going to keep all of the succulence in there. So wonderful for this, wonderful for things like beef as well. And again, up to 220 in the oven. So a lot of the time, one of my... I get annoyed about a lot of things, but one of the things I really get annoyed about, I'm very easily annoyed. I'm very offended all of the time. One of the things that really annoys me is when pans say they're oven safe, and you look at them, it's oven safe to 140
No,
or
so
160. I mean, it's about as much
can
use
you
as a
do?
chocolate teapot, unless you're going to stew or casserole or something. This is up to 220. It means roasting, baking. You could also use this size pan for a cake tin, where you want to do something really sticky, like a pineapple upside down.
Pineapple?
In there. You could absolutely
bake bread
do
in
that.
there, I suppose?
You could bake bread in there. Absolutely, you could indeed. Let me bring you over
There's
to
so much going on.
let me bring you over to the sink, if I may. So I'm just going to take
This
my...
is why they're so good.
I'm just going to take my very fancy tap and we'll just give that a bit of a rinse off. It's too fancy for me, I can't use it. But what I want you to see is here, look, let me just clean half of that. Your roasting dishes on a Sunday, you soak them, you scrub them, you leave them all day. Look at how brilliantly that cleans. That is just half of that. I can clean the other half here as well. Not scrubbing this, I'm just using a soft cloth. The other thing as well about your pans that you have, now if you have pans that are a nightmare at home and you're soaking them or you're scrubbing them or using things you shouldn't on there, when you soak your pans, they're just going to deteriorate more quickly.
Yes.
As well.
One of the worst things you can do, really.
It really is. This Smart Start, it really does take all of the guesswork out. So what you'll see is, see how that is much duller now than it is when you are looking at it. So let me just show
Because it was
you
quite bright and now it's dulled, so now we know it's, yes.
So it's a bright red to begin with.
You really can see the difference there and how that has changed. So that means now that I know it's at 200 degrees Celsius and it's the perfect temperature to get that sizzle and that seal. Now, forged aluminium is wonderful for loads of different reasons. Now, aluminium is great because it is the third best conductor of heat behind gold and copper, but it is also relatively lightweight as well at the same time. So even a forged aluminium construction means that it's not going to be like one of those really heavy cast iron pans that are very difficult to move around. It's still going to give you incredible performance. But what these pans don't have as well, they've got a real good quality non-stick in there, 6 layers. It's also PFOA free, perfluorooctonic acid free. It doesn't have any cadmium and any leads in there either. So
no nasties at all.
Absolutely. So Tower really know what they're doing. You know, Tower, over 100 years ago now, they actually started with pressure cookers, so they really know what they're doing in this field. And the great thing about these two is that they are beautiful. So you've got this amazing quality base on here. That means they're going to be suitable for all hob surface, including induction, but this also will heat up to 25% faster, such as the quality of the base of the pan. 4.5 mil gauge in the aluminium, so you can see that's going to be really sturdy, really durable. Smart start technology in there as well, but also metal utensil safe, which is wonderful. And it means that the seal and the sear that you're getting on here, the results that you're going to get with these are going to be absolutely incredible. You can see that steak there is browning away absolutely beautifully. Also up to 220 degrees in the oven. So these are a pan set that you're going to be able to use absolutely from the hob to the oven to the table. You can then use them as well if you want to create cakes and breads. Wonderful, nice, heavy bottom pan is great for doing something like rice. If you want to do the absorption method, you can measure it out and just leave it on the hob to do its thing. This is a great way to do that.
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, your 5-piece ultra forged cookware set from Tower, as seen on TV tonight. We have 6 of our English minutes left, and Scottish minutes.
Yes, and the Scottish minutes.
And Irish and Welsh.
I had a great time in Glasgow, up at the Ideal Home Show in Scotland the other week. That was good fun.
I'm taking my American friends. So the lady, the one that got away, is coming over at the beginning of July. And so I'm going to take them to Edinburgh, Loch Ness, Ben Nevis.
I went and had lunch at the very smart place at Loch Lomond.
We're going to go via Loch Lomond,
beautiful.
big circle, and then from Loch Lomond to
I hadn't realised all of the big posh marinas anyway.
Oh gosh, yeah. Oh.
Let me.
Wait, hold on. Oh, okay, sorry. We're going to start there. I want you to just draw attention to this.
Oh, I'll do that in a minute. I'm going to start here. So I've cola and nasty, real awful stuff on the carpet there. Not nice at all. And so let's spray a little bit of the cleaning solution on and just have a look. You can, look at that. You can see how much comes up. It really is a very good spot cleaner. You spill something, you're no longer running away to get the paper towel. This is a brilliant way of getting up all of the spills without any issue at all. Now, I realise I've just done a space of carpet here, but you can see just how clean that is. And it's almost dry. For carpets and upholstery, it'll take about an hour to dry fully.
Yes.
But that's simply because because it sucks up at 450 watts of suction power. It's quite a powerful vacuum cleaner there as well. Yes. Do not attempt that with your ordinary vacuum cleaner.
No,
because because spillages should not go up in an ordinary vacuum cleaner.
Liquids and regular vacuum cleaners.
Absolutely, do not mix.
By the way, we had an email from a nun.
From a nun?
Yeah, from a nun.
Okay.
Who bought one of these. And
this is a joke, isn't it?
She uses it religiously, pun intended.
Me.
But before,
dear.
Before she switches it on, you know what she says?
Go on.
Let us spray.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I actually quite like that.
Thank you.
I thought it was going to be a habit joke. She's got a bad habit.
She's got a terrible habit. No, that's the monk.
Yes, true. Yeah. Ketchup, juice,
lovely
egg.
Smiley face. Look at that.
I know, you know.
What is that? Looks like a camp-back Batman.
Possibly so. It's like now look.
Oh, apparently I'm being weird again. It's the bat. It's like a bat.
Oh, look. And there.
But in orange.
Get all the egg up. So whatever your hard surface is, whether it's a window, whether it's a shower screen, could be your conservatory window, could be your car.
How do you clean your conservatory glass, your windows in your conservatory, other than with one of these?
Really?
Well, you have to use a lot of elbow grease if you don't use this.
Really easy, because you've got the long pole as well, so you can reach right up there too. So really, really clever to be able to do that. But it will do all of the high windows as well. So look at that.
Windows.
And it sucks all of the dirt off the window, including the horrible bird poo that might have been there for a while. Look at that.
It really
straight
is
up.
powerful,
Absolutely. It really is. 450 watts of suction power there. Now it's 10 litres of airflow per second.
Good grief.
So that shows you just how powerful it is. If you're a
with the
physicist,
upholstery, this is, go on. If you're
11 kPa.
11 kPa.
Kilopascals.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yes,
Yeah. Good.
Here we go.
Now, Mark.
Yes.
If somebody's sitting on a fence.
Well, that's painful.
Oh, wow. Yeah. This is not going to help. No. I think, frankly, you need a doctor. But if somebody was not sure, what would you say to them?
Ever had a spillage in the car? Kids ever been sick in the car? This is a brilliant way of actually cleaning all of that. So you've got two different heads. You've got the small heads, you've got the big head as well. And that means that you can do wider areas of spillage really, really easily. But the reason that this is so good, as well as all of your window vac, is it has a self-cleaning function.
Yes.
And all you do is you put this little cap on, you switch it on, push the trigger so that the liquid goes up into the cap, and then the liquid goes all the way down the pipe, as you can see.
Now it's full.
And when it is full, it tells you it's full because it changes its note almost.
Yes.
And then literally you just take the dirty water. Yo, look, you can see how disgusting.
Did you just say, yo, look?
I think I probably did.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are you going to
I don't know where that
down the sink?
I am going to dunk it down the sink.
Sorry, I
as well.
Probably phrase that better.
So look. So you can bob it down the toilet.
The loo if you want as well.
Exactly.
Bob it down. Bob it down the loo.
Look at this. Oh, that's pretty yucky because it's got all the egg in there as well.
Yeah.
Just going to rinse that out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you. I mean, it is that simple.
Here's a toilet, and this is how you put stuff in a toilet.
Exactly. Well, quite.
In case you weren't aware of the content. We filmed it for you.
And if you...
Leslie,
you know what?
Leslie, our producer, our other producer, she was like, I'm not sure if the audience could visualise liquid being poured into the toilet.
I think sometimes it's a good idea to show
into
people.
the toilet. Just for you. Now, tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, I am off.
Oh.
Yes, and so we're actually bringing a new presenter on the air.
Oh, really?
Nick Davies. He will be with you tomorrow night. And he's going to be with Bev Hare from Poulty. So I will actually see you next Thursday evening, I think. And so next Thursday and Friday and maybe Saturday. I can't remember. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Marc.
See you soon.
Really, that's a firm handshake. Do that again. Whoa. From everyone here at Shop on TV and to you, thank you very much indeed for watching. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.